Cleaning up my apartment. Getting rid of all this trash and litter. There it goes. Not my problem anymore.
Hey, you can't do that in the environment.
Yeah, you shouldn't be littering.
Oh no, homeless hippies. I've been caught. Why are you here?
Haven't you ever heard of Quinn saying the givers and takers?
No.
All you're doing is taking away, not getting anything back.
I'm taking out of my apartment and giving the person who cleans up a job. Why are you even here?
Hey man, you shouldn't be so hateful.
I'll be as hateful as I want. Explain why you're here. What's a taker and a lever and a Quinn? What are you?
Quinn is a guy who wrote a book about a talking gorilla named Ishmael, who talks about giving and taking and how everyone is destroying the world.
Okay, so how does that get y'all to my apartment while I'm trying to clean up my trash?
Because you're being a taker by throwing things on the ground, and that's ruining our environment. Our environment is where we came from.
Oh no, and that's bad, right?
Yeah, and if you ruin our land, then there's nothing left for us.
But we can just make more land, right? We're humans, we're scientific, can't we just make more?
No, the world won't always be there for our needs.
You can't act like the world was made for you. The land was made for everybody.
Well, it's too made for me. This is my land, I pay for it, that's my rent, this is my little side yard thing, and if I want to throw some trash around, that's my business. I'm just trying to clean up my apartment. Better question, why are two homeless hippies on my land trying to tell me what to do? Because right now I feel very uncomfortable.
Whatever.
It's good to be out of the apartment back home, but man, if I didn't have the weirdest experience the other day, come on, Saint. Did you know that two hippies attacked me outside of my home yesterday, Saint? It's true. They attacked me and told me I was a taker and that I was destroying the environment. That's not true, right, buddy? I was just throwing a little bit of garbage out. It's not that big a deal, is it?
Yes, it is a big deal. In fact, I was once human, and I lived a long time ago, and I was a taker. I was a taker just like you. And I polluted the environment, and I thought that I was better than nature, and I was better than all other life forms. So I just polluted everything. I threw trash wherever I wanted to. I took whatever I wanted from nature. I just didn't care. And because of my wasteful ways, I was turned into a dog, and I hated it. Think about going from a human to a dog. I mean, you walk on all fours. But I hated it. And from that, I ended up learning that I shouldn't have treated the earth the way that I did. I shouldn't have wasted and polluted everything. And just, I guess my warning to you is don't end up like me. Like, you don't want to be turned into a dog. I mean, it all looks good. You just lay around all day. That's because you can't do anything else. So pick up your trash and recycle, and throw your trash where it's supposed to go, and just be cautious and treat the earth the way that you think you should. Like, be kind to it, because we all have to share it, and we all have to live here, and we have to just keep it the way it is, or improve it for our future generations. Don't be a taker.
Oh, it's the guy from the other day, the trasher, the taker.
Yeah, that's me, trash. Listen, you were right, kind of, about mostly everything except what you weren't right about. You were right about the trash. I was being a jerk, a taker. I was not considering anybody but myself. I realize now that everything I was doing was just not being considerate of anybody else. And you know, you start throwing trash, and where does it end? But y'all were wrong too. You especially. I saw you throwing stuff on the ground when you got angry. You said I was being a taker, but so are you. You're not doing anything to give back or to make anything better. You know, part of not being a taker is just giving back and making sure that, you know, somebody else has enough for themselves. You're not being considerate of anybody but yourself.
Okay, well, we've thought about it too, and we know we need to be more of a lever than a taker, because there are things to come after us. And the people before us were levers. They only took what they needed. And now we know that it was wrong for me to throw something on the ground.
I agree. We all need to do better.
Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you, homeless hippies. back to your business of being homeless.
I was the cameraman and I learned a lesson today. I was the cameraman and I learned a lesson today.
Yeah,